Despite the intelligence community agreeing that Russia meddled in last year's U.S. election, President Trump has been reluctant to acknowledge that, even calling it a hoax at one point. But over the weekend, he seemed to finally acknowledge it and, in fact, couldn't stop talking about it, using it as an issue to go after his predecessor, former President Barack Obama. Lashing out against former President Obama, President Trump accusing his predecessor of not responding to Russian hacking during the election.
Well, I just heard today for the first time that Obama knew about Russia a long time before the election, and he did nothing about it.
The president may have been referencing a Washington Post article about Russian President Vladimir Putin directly influencing that country's cyber attacks of the DNC. The report describes how the Obama administration struggled to respond without making it seem political. One top Obama official telling the Washington Post, "I feel like we sort of choked."
If he had the information, why didn't he do something about it? He should have done something about it. But you don't read that. It's quite sad.
Over the weekend, the president also unloaded on Twitter, slamming the former president over the Russia matter in a series of tweets, despite the fact the previous administration announced sanctions against Russia back in December. With Mr. Obama saying he discussed the issue of Russian hacking with President Putin himself.
Our goal continues to be to send a clear message to Russia or others not to do this to us, because we can do stuff to you.
But even some Democrats are questioning the Obama administration's handling of the issue, with the top Democrat on the House Intelligence Committee now saying President Obama did not go far enough.
I think the Obama administration should have done a lot more when it became clear that not only was Russia intervening, but it was being directed at the highest levels of the Kremlin.
And while the president deals with persistent allegations that some of Mr. Trump's associates may have colluded with the Kremlin to win, Mr. Trump on Sunday tried to change the subject, accusing his 2016 rival of collusion, tweeting, "Hillary Clinton colluded with the Democratic Party in order to beat crazy Bernie Sanders. Is she allowed to so collude? Unfair to Bernie." The question for President Trump now, what will he do to prevent Russia or any other country from meddling in future U.S. elections? A number of lawmakers, including many of his fellow Republicans, want him to get tougher on Russia, to back a new round of sanctions, for example. All eyes will be on an upcoming meeting that he'll have with President Putin slated for next week at a major international summit.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.